What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley. I am your host, David Rogers, always with my good friend here, Racing Jason. What's up, man?
What's going on with you, man?
Oh, it is a Monday. But let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to brag or nothing like that. Nothing along those lines. 6:45 this morning. I happened to look at my Martin Fields. Happy Thanksgiving week, sir. Happy Thanksgiving week. 6:45 this morning. I'm on the way to work. No, I'm actually already at work. But anyway, look at my phone. I had a text come through. When Chad Canals texts you at 6:45 in the morning, it starts a good day. I mean, I'm not trying to name drop or.
Oh no, hey, that's a flex, man. Good.
I'm not trying to flex.
So is Chad Canals the biggest contact you have in your phone?
I'd probably say yes. Yes, he's probably the biggest one in my phone. Yes.
A 7-time champ crew chief.
Hall of Fame crew chief.
Yeah. Well, enough said, right? Enough said. I see yours hanging out, man. It was cool, bro. That was cool, man.
It was pretty cool. I'll get into all that, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. How was your weekend?
Boring?
Why?
Yeah.
Why? It was a nice weekend.
Didn't have nothing on, man.
Man, there was you could have watched some Lakeview. It was on the Book of Faces. They were broadcasting it.
Really?
See? That's what I'm saying.
Maybe I should get Face Chat or Book Snap, whatever that is.
Exactly.
Sniper did text me, told me it was a pretty good race, though, he said.
Was it?
Yeah.
See, you should have just rode on down here to Florence, though. That's what you should have done.
Should have, man.
That was a good race. They got done at a good time.
Did you meet the postman? That's the biggest thing.
No, I've met Steve quite a few times. I've met Steve. I saw him walking around. I didn't ever get to talk to him. I did. Well, let me take that back. I did speak to him. I forgot I spoke to him before the race actually happened, or before the race started. We were the first race. I was spotting, and so I completely forgot about that. And I walked in the tower. I always walk in the tower up there for the first race, see what's going on. I talked to our buddy Brandon Elvis and Steve Post was up there, and Alan Dietz hanging out all up there.
And you didn't send me a picture, bro.
I didn't take one. I'm sorry. I kind of popped my head in real quick because what we were laughing about, me, Steve. Well, Brandon said it, but and Steve and Alan were laughing about it because we said it was a crazy day at the racetrack when, yes, there was one of the biggest late model stock races going on. And, when Chad Canals and Rodney Childers are back there together working on a Bandolero car.
What? Hey, Children was there too?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was there with Keelan Harvick.
Wow.
He was there.
Wow.
I told him that was that's pretty wild.
Man, that is wow.
I said, them two get together. Kel said asphalt's for getting there. It might be for getting there, but it was the who's who of racing this past weekend.
Kel, I will give Dave the edge this week there, bud, because that's the who's who. The who's who was at Florence this past weekend.
What I will give to him. Now, he did not have a good race. You actually mentioned it last week. Talking about Carson Brown moving over to the asphalt side. Carson Brown sat on pole. Yeah.
How did he do?
No, he did not have a good race at all.
Oh no, he couldn't put one together. He didn't put it together, bro.
He didn't put it together. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't terrible, but he just kept getting caught up in everything. I mean, it wasn't a bad race as far as wrecks. I mean, there were a few in it. I mean, you expect a few when you start 36 cars on a 0.4 of a mile track.
51 showed up. Is that right?
I think there were 51 signed up. I think by the time, because I think a couple of them got knocked out from the limited late model race the week before. Kind of tore up some stuff. I think they had 45 attempt qualifying. Still not bad.
Wow, no, that's great.
That's great.
Who won?
Caden Quapple.
Really?
Yep, junior motorsports car.
Wow.
So we'll get we'll get into all that and go through that day.
Okay.
For sure. But man, it was a I guess we'll talk about it real quick. It was a fun day. We had a lot of fun. I got there Friday afternoon. I took off work a little earlier, ended up there Friday afternoon, got to spot a practice. Well, I walked down to the pits, and the way I got it all, the way it lined up for me to do it, my good friend Andy Gears with Profab Headers, I've spotted for them a couple times, PJL Motorsports and the Profab Factory team. I spotted for him a couple times with Paisley a few times. And he called me or texted me, I can't remember, whatever. A few weeks ago, contacted me a few weeks ago. Said, hey, and I knew Kip and Canals, which is Chad's son, had been racing with him a few times there. And so he said, hey, we're going to come run the 400 there at Florence with the Bandolero. He said, you think you could spot for Kip? I said, absolutely. I'd love to. Kip's 7 years old. 7 years old. Just old enough to be racing a Bandolero.
Wow.
So I got there on Friday afternoon, and he went out to practice one time. We were a little off, and I saw some places where he could improve at, and just trying to get that, you know, especially with a 7-year-old, just trying to get that the language there to what he knows, and not overcomplicate things for him at all, by no means. But I saw a few things. I was like, yeah, we can definitely get him faster. So we worked. I think they had a couple practices that day. We had already picked him up a half second by the end of the day. And got back there that Saturday morning. Got to work on the car. You know, whatever. Same old, same old. Had one practice, then the second round of practice was qualifying, actually. It was practice and qualifying together. Excuse me. By the time qualifying rolled around, from where he started to where we ended up, I think we had picked up about a second and a quarter. So it was a very productive weekend for sure. And
dang.
But I'm gonna tell you something. All right, this is where we're gonna get into it. So I was very proud of Kip and the way he drove and listened and you know, when I told him to do something, he tried it. Whether it worked or not, he tried it. So that's all you can ask for from a young driver, for sure. I mean, because there's a bunch of them you work with, and you tell them to do something, and they don't really do it.
Well, usually, sometimes it's the other way around, too. A driver tell a crew,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for
Well,
sure.
a driver tell a crew chief what to do, and half the time they don't do it. So go ahead.
Yeah,
go
for
ahead.
sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, but man, it was really cool. What the really cool part was, I put on, you know, on social media and stuff. I got there, and I will say Friday when I got there, you know, I'm looking and checking out, just standing there. He's walking around doing a couple things, and comes to introduce himself to me. He's like, "Hey, I'm checking out." So I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I know. So, But man, really, I can't say enough, and I'm not trying to blow anybody's head up or just over exaggerate or whatever. Just one of the most down to earth people that I've talked to in the as far as all that.
Well, how did that come about? How did Chad come about and ask you to spot for him? Have you met him before?
No, Chad didn't. Andy did. Andy with Profab Headers, because they're the ones that keep the car up there.
That's how. Okay, all right.
And so
Gotcha.
I was there for him. And then when I got there, Chad come and introduced himself. He's like, "So you're gonna spot for him?" And I kind of, we talked a little while, and as anybody would want to. I mean, he didn't necessarily just say, "All right, what do you know about this?" I mean, he was not like that at all. I mean, nothing like that. I just kind of went ahead and was like, "Yeah, I run a super truck over here. I raced Charger over here. I raced Legend cars a couple years back over here." Just kind of, telling him that I actually knew the track, knew a little bit what was going on. What was really funny? And I said, and Andy kind of said, "Yeah, he hosts a podcast too." And he was like, "Really? What's the name of it?" He was like, I said, "Chicken Bone Alley." He said, "I don't listen to podcasts, but I've actually heard of y'all." I was like, "Oh, wow."
Wow, ain't that a great feeling, Dave?
I know.
Ain't that a great feeling?
I know. So that was cool. And I actually, I was picking around and I text Tyler Mon, who is Kyle Larson's spotter. We had him on quite a few times a few years ago.
Wow.
And so I've kind of become friends with him. And I texted him a picture of the car and stuff. I said, "Well, I guess we're teammates. I'm spotting for Kip this week." And he texted me. He's like, "Heck yeah. It's awesome." So, anyway, like I said, getting to now, what I will say, this is what I told everybody. I was like, first practice, he wasn't on. I was kind of on my own with Kip, whatever. Well, the second practice, Chad put on a headset. And let me tell you, I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm not really a starstruck person or nothing like that. I'm one of them people that everybody puts their pants on the same way in the morning. Whatever. We're all the same. And like I said, when I talked to him, one of the most down to earth people, easy to talk to, nothing to it. But let me tell you, from what I've listened to racing over the years and people that's worked in the sport and stuff, when Chad Knaus keys up the radio, there's something a little bit intimidating about it when you're on the other end and he's listening to everything you're saying too.
You can only imagine that. Oh, wow. Did that change? Did that change your game, or were you still doing what you would normally do?
I did exactly what I would have normally done. Okay. Exactly what I normally done. And actually, I mean, no bragging on myself by no means, but when I come in, he was like, "Man, I really like the way you sound on the radio with him. You're telling him everything he needs." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Sweet."
Oh, NASCAR. I think NASCAR's calling online too here. Yeah. Hey, man.
I don't know. I mean, it was really cool experience. I mean, just hanging out with him, getting to know him. His wife Brooke came down for Saturday. Super nice. Just a whole family. Really nice people. My dad came there, and I mean, he just treated everybody like he was really appreciative of everybody being there and helping out and doing everything. And so it was not the. It's funny because you think of what you've heard from the 7-time Hall of Fame champion or 7-time championship Hall of Fame crew chief that was just real, tough. You do this, a perfectionist, and not saying he's still not. I mean, maybe so, but just at the track, just one of the guys, let's try this. We're over there changing shocks on there. He's like, "Yeah, we might could try that. Let's try that." I mean, wasn't a whole lot of thought. I mean, there was thought going into it, but it wasn't like overthinking. It was like, let's try that.
Dave, I got to ask, Dave. I got to ask. I got to ask. Okay. How many times did a car had to go through tech?
We were joking about that, actually.
Oh, really? 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 Oh, my God. Better get the tape measure out.
They were talking about something happened. His was fine. No, it went right through. Nothing to it.
Okay. Okay.
But we were joking about it, and we said, I forgot how it went. Somebody said, yeah, tech man gonna go over that car with a fine tooth comb. I said, yep, Chad wouldn't know anything about that.
I don't want to check the tires.
Andy, I was not saying that. So,
oh my God, Dave, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me.
But no, I appreciated Andy giving me the opportunity to
that's
go
awesome.
do it, and
awesome.
And hopefully can do it again in the future. You know, whenever they need my help, when he texts, I text him back, and I'm like, hey, I'm open whenever you need me. So,
watch out, Brent Griffith. Oh, just saying.
So, anyway,
is that his name?
Do what?
Is that his name?
What was that? Who?
Is that his name?
Who?
The door bumper clear dude, the spotter dude does whatever.
Which
Brent
one?
Griffith. Is that
Well, he was on there.
I get it right.
He was on there. He got fired.
Okay. Oh, he did?
Yeah, he got fired for last season. End of 2020.
He got fired. He got fired.
Yeah, he got fired from the show.
Wow, did not know he got fired, bro.
Yeah, him and.
So what is the one I see him on now? Is that him or? I know there's two dudes that look
you're
alike.
talking about Freddie Kraft. Freddie Kraft's still on there. Freddie Kraft is the only original. Well, he wasn't even original.
Which one's a Gamecock fan?
That was Brett.
Or the guy
that was Brett.
That was Brett. Okay,
yeah, that was Brett. I've talked to Brett a couple times.
Wow.
I've talked to Brett about coming on here. Brett is from Page. You know he's from Pageland.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I've talked to Brett.
I did not know that
about possibly coming on here. And
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get him on here still.
He's from Pageland. I had no idea.
He don't live there anymore, but yeah, he's from Pageland.
He lives in Lancaster, right? Don't he live in Lancaster?
No, he lives up in Mooresville now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that though. I didn't know he got fired, and didn't know he was from Pageland. I had no idea.
Yep. So anyway, back to it though. In the race. Oh, you definitely could have done it without me, but yes, we worked our tail off, Andrew. Yes, we did work on that car. We worked on every car. Jack Lawson, the teammate blew a motor in his Bandolero. I'm like, how you wring the guts out of a Bandolero car? So they had to change motor in it. Paisley spun hers out in practice on Saturday. Backed it into the wall, so they had to come back in, porta power it back down, and get it straight. Kip's was fine. I mean, he spun out one time in practice and kind of nosed it into the wall, but it just barely bent the bumper. Wasn't really nothing to it. But somehow, at some point, those are chain-driven cars. They're basically like a go-kart, basically. Somehow the chain guard got bent, and it bent under the chain. And so the chain but we didn't know it. You could turn the chain around, and it was hard, but it would run over the chain guard. And so we had to, fortunately, I just happened to look down when we pulled the car out Saturday morning, and I opened the hood and looked down, and it was right there in my face. I'm like, how did we miss that? I don't know how many times yesterday. So they pulled it apart, changed that. Andy made a few adjustments on the car a couple times during the day. Got it way better for him. And anyway, got out in the race. Think we over adjusted on it a little bit. Got him a little too loose. Spun it out of 4. Didn't hit anything, but had to go to the back. Kip still made it up to, I want to say, 5th, I think it was. Paisley finished 3rd, and I think Jack was 6th. So, not a bad weekend at all for them. It was a lot of fun. Like Andy said, there a lot of work. It just felt like we were going nonstop with it. We were joking about how those little teeny cars just wanted to work us to death this weekend. But,
hey, what much goes into it as a doggone late model, huh?
Dude, I'm telling you. Well, what it is about them, it's not that they're necessarily hard to work on, but the fact that they're small, you kind of, you got to get down in it. You got to get down on the ground. You got to, everything's so low on it. You're bent over doing everything. So they'll work you to death. Matt told me a full-time job this past weekend. Yeah, it was.
Wow.
So that was a
legend car will be about the same thing because they're real short to the ground and all that stuff too.
They are. They're a little bit. I guess they're a little bit easier to work on because they are a little taller. Not much. You just got a little bit more room, especially if you're working on something like on the inside of it. Like there was one time that Andy was trying to work on something with the brake pedal, and like you just can't fit through the little window area. The top of the car flaps open for the driver to get in, and these kids are teeny anyway, so you're trying to get through this little window area that there isn't enough room to fit an arm in hardly. And what's crazy, if you look back, and there's videos of it on YouTube and stuff, those cars were originally built for grown men to drive.
Did not know that.
Yeah. I don't know how they done it. I don't know how they got in them, which, like, now we got, full containment seats for the kids and everything. Pretty much every car you run a full containment seat in. No, you could not fit a full containment seat for a grown man in one. Ain't no way.
I didn't know they were made for grown men.
Yeah, look on YouTube. It's crazy. It is crazy.
What's your what is your order on the ladder from a Bandolero? Where do you go from there? Do you go to a micro sprint or do you go to a legend car? What's the order there?
A lot of them, what they were doing, we'll say Brexton Bush, for example. Brexton Bush was running a Bandolero and a micro sprint at the same time. He would run Millbridge and like on Wednesday night, Tuesday nights, Wednesday night, whatever it was, and run those little box stock micros at the same time he was running the Bandolero. Then pretty much after the Bandolero, you'll run Legend car, most people. This is where it gets funny now, and it's kind of even hurt the Bandoleros a little bit. Andrew said, yeah, Bando straight to late model at 10. You're not wrong. There have been, well, that's the thing is I know a kid right now that literally went straight from a Bandolero straight to a limited late model. And you can do it. That's kind of what's messed up the Bandoleros right now. There's not near as many of them because they lowered the age limit on legend cars down to 10 years old. We'll call it the Keelan Harvick rule.
Wow.
It used to be 12. Well, now at 12 years old, it's legal to run the car's pro late model tour. And if you're not at a NASCAR sanctioned track, i.e. Florence Motor Speedway, if your name's Keelan Harvick, which great for him, he's got the talent and to do it. He's 13 years old. He sat on the outside pole of late model stock race this week and finished 5th, I think.
Yes, wow.
So
wow,
that's kind of all right. We're gonna get off on a little tangent right here, and I don't want to, go too crazy on it, but I think that's kind of what's messed up bandos a little bit. I think they need to go ahead and lower the age for bandoleros. I think because I think it's Andy, Matt, y'all could probably tell me. I think it's 7 years old to drive one now. But there's not a lot of kids get in at 7. I think it's one of them things that it's like, get them ready. They might get in it, but since they lowered the age of the legend cars down to 10 years old, we lost Jason. I'll wait for him to get back on for just a second. He'll jump right back in. Matt said it needs to be 5 to 10. It's 7 to 100 now. You are correct. It is 7 to 100. There is no age limit necessarily on them. I don't think I'd want to get in one too much after. I don't know. I guess it depends on your size more than anything, but I don't want to get in one myself by no means. Andy says should be 5 at quarter-mile tracks, 7 for bigger tracks. I can see that. That would make sense. That would make sense. Do y'all think we need to do anything? Do you think I don't think you're gonna put the genie back in the bottle by no means. But do you think that the legend car age is too low? I personally think it is too low. I think they need to be at least 12, in my opinion, but with the Pro Late models now being 12 years old, it's kind of hard to do that. Let's see what Kirk said here. While we wait, Cade has a new champion shirt from Southern National Tour out now. Yes, that is correct. I'm glad you brought that up, Kirk. Our good buddy Cade Loudy has a new champion shirt, or shirt, hoodie, all that good stuff out from his Southern National Championship. So y'all go check out his website and go buy you one. Jason's back.
I don't know, bro. New chargers, new phone. I don't know. It didn't charge. It died. I don't know, bro.
We're back.
Who knows?
That's all that matters.
We're back. I hope. We'll see.
But anyway, what I was getting at there, dude, I just had to order a new one myself. They all suck. I need a stockpile. I just need a box full of chargers because I go through them. It seems like once a month.
I ordered 4.
Yeah, that's how.
I keep one in my car. I got one. I got a brand new one on here now. So we'll see what happens. Maybe this one already died. I don't know.
They all suck.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. What we were saying is, it's 7 years old now to drive a Bandolero. 7 to whatever. I mean, there's no age limit to drive it. But legend cars now, they lowered the age to 10 years old. It used to be 12 years old. They lowered the age to 10 years old. Andy just said 10.
You said the Keelan Hall rule. Was that what you said a while ago?
Yeah, that's what I said, because Keelan was coming up and he was about to turn 10 years old, and they changed or just turned 10 years old, and they changed the age, which I'm not blaming it on him necessarily. We pick around saying that because he was good enough to drive it in. He was plenty good enough. I raced with him. Dude passed me and never touched me and just kept on trucking. I mean, you know how bad it feels when you get outrun like that by a 10-year-old?
Oh, my God. Paper bag.
And there ain't nothing you can do about it. It sucks. But, wow.
But
he was in top-notch equipment. Top-notch equipment. You're not going to get any better. But anyway, so it's 10 years old now to run the Legend cars, where now it's 12 years old. You can run a Cars Tour Pro late model.
Nice.
And real quick, Andy said he thinks 10 is fine when you have a young Lions class. 10 is way too young for the larger tracks that everyone races together. I kind of agree with that. I don't mind it, like, say it like the summer shootout, or if you're at a quarter-mile track. But I don't feel like a 10-year-old needs to be running. Because, dude, I've said it before. These Legend cars are some of the fastest cars down the straightaways at the track. That's a lot of, and let me tell you something, they will hop real quick, and all that. So I just don't want to see a 10-year-old get hurt out there because they don't completely know what they're doing yet. I don't want to see anybody get out there and get hurt, but I just feel like 10 years old is little whatever. Anyway. So,
let me ask you this, Dave. I got a good question for you, Dave. Would you let your child at 10 years old race a race car or play tackle football?
Race car is safer. Race car is safer. I'm not going to disagree with that. A race car, that's what, we talked about last week. And granted, I'm not downplaying any of it. There was a lady at the track, fortunately. She had a panic attack. They thought it was a little more, but it ended up being just a bad panic attack, stuff like that. Because her son was racing, and it had that big old pileup on the front straightaway, and she just kind of freaked out about it. I get it.
Did you post that on Twitter? Who posted it on Twitter?
That was not me. I took a picture of the ambulance sitting there, but I did not post it.
Wow, that was like, man, that is. Do you remember who's that was? I can't remember who that was.
It was number 40 car. I can't remember his name right off. I know his name and can't remember it right.
That Trevor Bulletish guy or whatever?
No, not him.
No.
But anyway, and she was just scared for her son, rightfully so. I'm not taking nothing from that. So I'm not, but I looked at somebody, I said, look, of all of us standing around here, right now, the safest place you can be is in that race car. Jamie Steverson. That's right.
Okay.
But I promise you, it is with the seats we got in them now, with just the way they build the chassis now, the cages in them, the Han stuff. I promise you. I mean, God knows none of us want to see it, but we've all seen these late models and everything else, especially Legend cars. Man, they start flipping and they want to flip forever. We saw one. I posted a video of it. Legend car flipped. I think it was like 5 or 6 times down the front straightaway at Florence. Dude pops right out of it. He's fine. We had him on the show the following Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, nah. He's like, I was a little sore, but nothing too crazy. So that's what I'm saying. Safest place you can be. Now, football, and Kayla's on here talking about neither. She don't want to do neither. But anyway, it's way safer than football. As much as I love football, and I think but I'm gonna tell you, I think in football, I think all the way up through college, personally, that thing that they're allowing the NFL players to use if they want to use it, that extra padding like they use at practice. Mm-hmm. It makes the head look big, whatever. I don't care. I think through college that should be mandatory. NFL, yeah, you get a decision then, but through college, I think it should be mandatory. I've had way too many CTE cases.
Do you remember when helmets and hockey were not even mandatory back then? You remember that?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, them dudes that play hockey's crazy.
They're idiots. They're idiots, bro. They are complete idiots. I'm serious.
I remember when we got a hockey team back in Florence now, just started up. But I remember when we had the PD Pride, and there were some of them boys that didn't play with a visor or anything on their helmet, and I was like, y'all are crazy. I see why y'all are missing 90% of your teeth.
Oh my god!
Because I'm gonna tell you, them hockey pucks are hard,
bro. I remember back in the just about 20. I tell you how tough those pucks are. I know a dude. He took a Ford F-150, late 80s, early 90s model, and he put hockey pucks. And that's how he get the lift out of it, man, with hockey pucks. I was like, man, I didn't realize those things were that tough until the end.
Dude, them things are hard as bricks almost. They pretty much remind me of like a bump stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's all neither here nor there. I just think I don't know. I'm not downplaying Keelan whatsoever. I just kind of ask sometimes, do we need a 13-year-old running a late model stock yet?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's say, God forbid, I hope it never happens. But if Keelan was to spin somebody out,
he has,
and a grown man goes to the window like Pierce did with Overton at Sonoya last weekend or weekend before last, well, how do you stop that? I mean, I know you can't go after a 13, 14-year-old kid. I know you can't do that. So what did you do then? You go to the dad? I mean, you got a driver who just got taken out, who got jumped. What's that?
I said you go after his daddy, go after the crew chief. So I mean, that's all you can do.
Yeah,
if you're that mad. But I mean, I don't know. And that's the thing is, you have to learn. I mean, that's what's crazy is, you got. I mean, we can go on up to Mr. Archie's age, and I mean, you got 84-year-old guys out there driving. You got 13-year-old guys out there driving in the same class. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's the line that's always been crazy. That was you talk about that. That was a thing in go-karts. I mean, when we raced go-karts back in the day, I remember some boys that was like 16 years old all of a sudden want to jump in a grown man's face, and they learned why they didn't want to do that.
Yeah, but be careful what you wish for sometimes, right, Dave?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Be careful what you wish for, buddy.
Because I'm going to tell you, most time at a go-kart track, you jumped up there, you knew what you was asking for.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was more than just one person, too, buddy. Yeah. If you fight one, you're going to fight about 3 or 4 of them. You know what I mean?
That was exactly right. But okay, this is my issue though. This is my issue. I say, do we need a 13-year-old driving late models? I don't know. But the problem is now in ARCA, you can start driving an ARCA car on certain tracks at 15 years old. You can be in a truck.
What was the rule? Uh-huh.
You can be in a truck at 16 years old on certain tracks. And now you got to be 18 years old to run super speedways.
So, okay, first off, bro. Okay. What's the difference between Martinsville and I see more cars flip at a freaking half-mile track than I have a 2.5-mile track. So what's the difference? First off, there's no difference there.
I think it's a perception thing more than anything.
Oh, because it's 200 miles an hour compared to 150, yeah. But okay, all right. Okay, so when did these rules get changed, Days? I did not know this. I remember NASCAR. The Kyle Busch was like what, 17?
Kyle Busch was 17.
He was
driving for Hendrick, and they were at Fontana.
Hendrick.
Going to Fontana. He had made it out there. Then they told him he couldn't drive.
Couldn't drive. Yeah.
Yep. He was supposed to run.
So I didn't know that rule got. I didn't know that got changed. Okay, that's crazy.
Well, that was the last one that got changed. As far as that, and now you have to be 18 years old to run a cup car at Well, you may just have to be 18 to run a cup car, period, I think now, since that. I don't know what the Xfinity age is. Yes, sir.
Well, while thinking about it, let me ask you this. Okay, I remember back then too, Dave. You had to have so many hours racing, whatever, late model stock, anything on asphalt. You had to have a certain amount of hours. do you still have to have that now, or how does that work?
Nah, Corey Day jumped straight into an Xfinity car. Never raced asphalt.
That is right. Yep, went from dirt to asphalt. That's right. Yep. Yeah.
Now, in saying that, I'll tell you this: Derek McGrew Jr. And me and him's talked about it. This ain't. I mean, everybody knows it now. He decided they decided they wanted to try to run a couple ARCA races, and he had to go get approved by NASCAR to run ARCA races. So what they had to do was take the car that he was going to run over to Hickory, and make some laps with it. Had to be able to run a certain time, and a NASCAR official had to basically give you the thumbs up. Derek McGrew told me he went out there for 5 laps, ran the car, and they gave him the thumbs up.
Wow.
He said they still practiced it more after that just to get him feeling good, but he had done run good enough to get the thumbs up for ARCA.
Hey, that is crazy.
Ain't it, though? Ain't it, though? So,
wow. Well, way to go, D-Mac. Way to go, D-Mac J. D-Mac Jr. Way to go, baby. Oh, wow, that's crazy, Dave. That makes you wonder.
Well, that tells you how desperate ARCA is for drivers. I don't know, though. I mean, that's the only thing. Like I said, I could sit here and argue against being that young and racing big cars, but if you're not going to let them race that, well, they're going to go run ARCA, going to go run trucks at 16, going to go and move up the ladder from there. So,
So there's no more ABC?
There's no more ABC.
Wow. Okay.
No more ABC. I think.
Well, those who don't know, I mean, ARCA Bush Cup. In case nobody they didn't know that. Yeah.
Now I think. Don't get me wrong. I know. I think they like for you to, like, if you're gonna run Daytona, something like that. Mm-hmm. They've never ran a super speedway.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple guys in Cup. What was his name? He come over from, was it Elio?
Oh, Castro Neves, yeah.
Yeah. He come over.
He made the show.
Made the show, but he had to run the ARCA race before NASCAR would actually let him in.
And Mike Wallace didn't make the show? How did that work, Dave?
They said Mike Wallace had been out of the car too long.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
6'7"? 6'7"? That's ridiculous. I'm so. Oh my God, you got. Does he have a Bush championship? No, probably not.
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, Mike Wallace, you done entered in over 1,000, Bush brand national races. Julio, this is your first Julio, so we're gonna let you in, man. Sorry, Mike. Bruh.
Well, they changed the rule now, though. Everybody complained about that so much. They changed that whole rule.
Wow. You mean NASCAR finally listened?
I guess so. Let's get in a little more about the 400 a little bit here, because we got some NASCAR news to talk about on the legal side. That's getting a little wild.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's getting wild.
I got to hear this.
So let's talk a little bit more about the 400. Tanner Askins asked us what we thought about the 400. Like I said, Bandoleros put on a good race. Legend Cars actually even put on a really good race. And I'm sorry, I don't even remember who won that race because I kind of walked off on that one. The 4 cylinders. Oh, did Kevin Jackson end up winning that one? I know Tanner Askins he was spraying for mosquitoes out there. There are no more mosquitoes between turn 3 and 4, I can promise you.
Wow, he grenaded one?
He grenaded it. I mean, it was one of them that the smoke all of a sudden rolls into the woods and just stands there for a while. I mean, it was that thick.
Wow. Okay.
And so hated that for him. And that was all before. Now they did have being that they had so many attempt to qualify for the 400. They did have a non-qualifiers race. Nobody transferred from it though. I don't know. What's your thoughts about that? That you have a non-qualifiers race and they race for pretty much what a typical Saturday night payout would be. I think it was $1,200 or $1,500 for the non-qualifiers race. And a bunch of guys did not run it. There was, like I said, I think there was 45 that ended up on time. There wasn't but like 5 guys that ran this race. So I don't know. Our buddy Alex Miggs ended up winning it. That race. He had a decently fast car all day, but came qualifying time, he just missed it. And but anyway, got in the non-qualifiers race and actually got spun out there to begin with, and still came back and won the race. I don't know. Man, what would you do if you got you a big? I could see it. Say if you're like one of them rent-a-ride programs. Dude spent a pile of money to race with you. They didn't make the show. Do you stick them out there in a little non-qualifier race that's not going to transfer you to the big show, or just load up?
I love the fact that Florence Motor Speedway, Zacharias, they stepped up to the plate, man. Everybody went home with some money, man. I think that's great.
They could have. That was my thing. They definitely could have. Do you think? Well, now and even he was on here last week and said, and this way it worked. I don't know what the. Don't let me lie to you because I don't know the whole breakdown on who got what, who did what. But there were so many provisionals for the I-95 series, and then they had one track provisional. I don't know who got what there. So I don't know. Do you think they should let somebody transfer out of that race, or you think it's good the way it was?
I just can't figure out.
Just for talking points, more than anything.
I just can't figure it out, Dave. It's like Sonoya, the other week. You can provisional. They started 29, Dave.
Yeah.
Everybody got a provisional.
Well,
I couldn't keep up.
The reason I know Florence wanted to do provisionals and do so many with the I-95 series is because the I-95 shootout was because even though this was the South Carolina 400, the biggest late model stock race in South Carolina, even though it's that, this also was the final race for the series, the I-95 shootout series. And so they didn't want 40 cars to come and, the I-95 guys not be in it, the ones that had raced with them. So that was why they Sniper, there were 36 cars that started the feature.
And you want to do that too, Dave, like you said, being I-95 race, because I guess we consider them now local guys.
Right.
So, yeah, everybody want to see the local guy. I get it. I do. I get it.
I get it. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not mad because nobody transferred personally. I mean,
so it was that race was co-sanctioned with I-95, Dave.
yes. Which the I-95 series is is URA anyway. The I-95 series was between Florence Motor Speedway and Southern National. So
good for them. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not mad nobody gets transferred. But what I'd have done just for giggles, and this would have only been offered to the winner. Be like, hey, and I remember them doing this at Alltech at one. I think it was that crate race, not this year. And they may have done it this year, but it wasn't broadcast for anybody to see.
Imagine that.
But
I wonder who.
I know, right? I know, right?
I wonder who.
But if it would have been me, I would have left that last spot only available to the winner of the non-qualifier race, and be like, hey, do you want the check, or do you want to start at the tail of the field?
Oh, is this am I a gateway or am I a Wild West shootout? Man, I love that, bro. That brings us. I love it.
That's probably what I would have done. I'd have gave them the option on that. Mm-hmm. So
I came in a race.
Exactly.
That's 9 times out of 10. That's what I'm going to say. I see one person, and probably I'll go back 5, 6, maybe 5 years, 2020, 1920. Billy Moyer. At Wild West Shootout said, well, we've been here for a couple of days, man. Our tide bill's getting kind of high. We need the money. So he took the money and didn't race. But that's the only guy that I know of.
Yeah, I know.
And plus, Dave, you'll sell T-shirts.
That's right. So, I don't know. That'd have been the only thing I'd have done different. All right. I got to take up for Florence Motor Speedway a good bit here because let me tell you, dude. Haters were out in droves on the social medias. Stupidly. I will flat out say stupidly. Now there were some, and I'll even say, Kirk Loudy. He sent a message on mine. He's like, man, I wish this race was on Flow Racing because that's what he subscribes to. That is a respectful way to say that. That is a great way to say that. I imagine you wish it were on Flow Racing because you subscribed to that and could have watched it the other night. I get that, 100%. I get that. Not taking anything away from it. And if it wasn't one, it was 1,000 of these same messages that I saw that were pure T stupid, though, that literally said, y'all messed up not having Junior there, and it was stupid not to have it on Flow Racing. That's why nobody's in the stands, is what I saw people say. Dude literally messaged that on one of my lives I did from the track on the grid. I said, one, Junior had just as much opportunity to go race there as anybody else. That was his decision, not the track's decision. There's not I promise you, if tracks could force Dale Earnhardt Jr. to go race at their track, he would be racing every single weekend.
Oh, Canada. Okay, exactly. A track in Canada.
He'd be in
Junior.
Australia right now probably racing. I mean, so that is number one, dumb comment.
That was dumb. Dumb as hell. All right.
Number two, dumb comment that I saw was, I don't know why y'all aren't on Flow Racing. That's why there's nobody in the stands. What does where it is streamed at have anything to do with who's in the stands?
That's okay. Yeah. Okay. I will say I am kind of curious why Florence got away from Flow. They went to Ultra. Maybe some inside Michael Dees. I don't know.
I had Steve Zachariah sat right here with me and explained that earlier in the year. I can tell you why. One, he flat out told me at the track one day. He said basically Flow did not approach them to go back on there. And two, they had the idea. It's like, hey, what about tracks in our area? We could start our own streaming deal get a few tracks in the area. And, you know, especially for our regional people, this would be, I mean, why not? Why not? So there is Florence Motor Speedway, there's Southern National, there is Lakeview, there is Coastal Plains, there is Anderson, and there is Carteret. 7 tracks right now.
I didn't know Anderson's on that deal. I did not know that.
They're not always on there, but they are. They were there quite a bit this year.
Wow. Okay.
So, granted, I would love for them, and this ain't nothing I haven't told Steve. I'd love for them to get quite a few more tracks, but you got to grow. I mean, you can't just snap your fingers and all this be there. What I would love for them to do is get a series on it. Let's say like Ultimate right now isn't on anything. That would be awesome for Ultra Broadcasting to take over rights to Ultimate Super Late models. That would be.
Can you plant a seed for me, Dave? Can you plant a seed?
We can try. I would love for that to happen. But regardless, people just making these dumb comments. That, I mean, you're not going to please everybody. I get that. I don't care what you do. You're not going to please everybody. But it was just, but the majority of them was, well, they should have had Junior there. It's not their decision. I promise you, like I said, every track would love to have Dale Earnhardt Jr. at their race every week. They would love to. They'd sell a pile of tickets.
Dave, I popped the eyeballs off Saturday night, and I got accused of being egotistical.
Egotistical. Good job.
Yeah, I'm egotistical. I think I'm better than anybody else. What's that?
That means you're doing something right. If they're accusing you.
You think so? You think so?
That's what I figured. Okay. I don't worry about stuff like that.
I'm egotistical, man, because I know something that he don't know. So I am so full of myself.
Tell him I hate them.
And all I do is post eyeballs. Tell him I hate them.
And me and you both have explained this many times. If we told everything that we have learned and found out, nobody would trust us with telling us another thing. So yes, we may let some news spill out every once in a while when it's ready to. We're not going to tell you everything.
I'll tell you.
I know, I'll tell you, because I know it's not going anywhere.
That's exactly right, Dave. Exactly right.
So,
okay.
I don't know. Another thing I got to take up for a track, man, it was bad timing. I get that, but I promise y'all that it was not track's fault. And I know this because I was standing in the tower and found out. Good old race monitor in the middle of qualifying went out. Wasn't anything on track's end. It was in the app. Just quit. So, yeah. And so I literally saw people on Facebook or on Instagram, on social media in general, every one of them. Good old boy system at work there. Y'all going to put everybody where you want to put them. I'm like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I love it. Can I be egotistical? Go for it. If y'all wouldn't have my race pass, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, exactly. Because it never happens on there, does it? Boy, I tell you.
Oh, my God. I can't breathe.
There are obviously a bunch of perfect people in this world. I just haven't met them. They like to talk on social media, and they're perfect.
Oh, my God. Okay. Dude. I'm sorry. I just won't let people know out there what these people sound like when they do this. I really, it needs to be a little more. Dave, I said it about a year or so ago to somebody. I said, you must think people don't read your comments.
Yeah.
When you post something, man, you must think, man, that is a perfect tweet right there. That was very intelligent. You must think nobody's going to read it.
Dude, I'm telling you. The problem is I think sometimes people, well, there's some people that think they're going to read their comments, and they think their opinion matters more than everybody else's. And I really think there's some people out there like that.
I promise you.
They are.
I promise you, Dave.
They can't be any farther from wrong, but they think that.
Reality is not here. They have no reality. Oh my God, bro. You're killing me tonight. I can't breathe.
It's something else. I mean, I was texting with Steve Zacharias yesterday at afternoon, and I mean, he was, I'm like, dude, don't even look at them things. It's ridiculous. It's people think they can run a racetrack better than anybody else can. They have no clue what goes into it.
Race, exactly. Pit the car, drive the car.
They can do everything at the track better than everybody else. They have no clue what goes into it, but they can do it better. I tell you what.
At the track.
I tell you one crazy thing that did happen the other night, and my Lord, if it's going to happen, it couldn't have happened at a better time. And it was weird. Everybody was like, "Why?" And it was all of a sudden, race ends. Caden Quabble's down there doing his burnout, everything, and all of a sudden rolls back up to victory lane. And you can see it in my live on Facebook. I'm standing there watching him. He climbs out the car. Soon, or I can't remember if he got out of the car or was getting out of the car. Either way, all of a sudden lights went out. All the track lights went out.
They have it on timer or something?
No. Steve come down there and he's like, I have no clue what's going on with the lights. So apparently a breaker must have blew out or something after the race. And I was just like, wow, I'm glad it didn't happen during the race. That would have been horrible.
Wow. That is crazy.
Ain't it, though? So, I don't know. Like I said, if it's going to happen. I looked up because Steve's dad loves fireworks. Loves them. And like big races, he sets them off like during the pace lap and stuff like that, which is
love it.
Awesome. It is awesome. It looks good on Ultra. I mean, it's awesome. So as soon as the lights will go out, I'll look up because I'm thinking, I said, Bill's got a fireworks show about to happen.
Did it happen?
No, it would have been perfect timing. It would have been perfect timing for it, but it didn't happen.
Oh, man. You feel the fun of suspense, man. It's like, well, I don't know what happened. There's no...
Everybody, they're standing in victory lane. They're like, what happened to the lights?
Man, get ready, y'all. This fireworks about to show. Everybody's just waiting. It's like, no, there's no fireworks.
No fireworks. That was crazy. All right, let's talk about a little bit during the race real quick. I know we're running along on this, but this is literally pretty much the only race we had to talk about this week. Anyway, race got started. Nothing too crazy first half. Well, let me take that back. There was a wreck in the first half after a restart, and I don't know what happened. I'd have to. I haven't watched the replay on Ultra or anything. I was just in the pits watching it. Big old pile up out of 4 on like lap 1 after a restart.
Oh, don't tell me it's my Mr. Shiv day.
No. This was after the restart. Coming out of 4.
Okay.
They come around a lap.
Okay.
We do have to talk about something like that, but it wasn't that. So we'll get to it. Just somebody spun and kind of piled up about 6, 7 cars. Sam Yarborough was in it. I do know was one. Like all the AK cars somehow were stuck in the middle of it.
Wow.
I happened to be standing in Sam's pit, so we come in there and we're folding the spoiler back around, bolting the spoiler back. Well, we'll rivet the spoiler back on. Brandon Johnson's got the rivet gun and the drill going. I'm holding the thing, and I got the deck lid in my hand, and it's like, hey, I'm here. Let me work on something. So,
wow.
Anyway, he gets back going. Never really could do anything. Then blew it up in the second half.
Oh man!
So he wasn't having the best night. He was doing all right to begin with, but after that, he just I think toe was knocked out and just a few days. I don't know if toe was knocked out, but the car just was not handling too great after that. Anyway, that was really the majority of it through the first half of the race. You know, they had the 10-minute halfway stop. They can change tires. Buddy Matt Cox was running really good. Was running up like he ran third majority of the first half, third to fifth, somewhere in there, pretty much. Come in, pitted, still running that. All of a sudden, I still haven't seen what happened. Like I said, I haven't gone back and watched. He got spun. And when he come in and everything, nothing was bad on the car, but he did say he thought the toe was knocked out on it. And we did fix that spoiler, Brandon. We got that spoiler good. Anyway, Matt's car, there was an official standing there, and this particular official I hadn't seen there before. I don't know where he's from, but anyway, the rule is there. All right, this is where it gets hairy, I guess you say. Rule is, you start on the tires you qualified on, obviously. You run the first half, you get a set of tires at halfway break. So all tires you get, unless you have a flat tire. If you have a flat tire, you can put on an approved scuff. Not a scuff. All right, well, when Matt spun, this wasn't but a few laps after halfway. And when he come in, I looked down at the tire, and the sidewall is cut deep. And the rim actually, it had took the lip of the rim, whatever he caught it on, it peeled it and rolled it. I thought it was something stuck in the rim, but no, it was just part of the rim. Had just rolled it into a circle about that big, just a spiral down in it. But the tire still had air in it. So this is the wheel was bent. It was bent. All right. Well, that tech official was looking at us saying, "Tire's not flat. You got to run it." Fortunately, Mike Cox, head tech official, happened to be coming by on the golf cart at the time, and I'm motioning for him to come over there. I'm like, "Hey, he's saying we can't change this tire. Dude, this tire is cut." And I mean, fortunately, all we could see was the sidewall at that time and that rim. I said, "I don't think that's safe." I said, "If that thing comes out there and all of a sudden comes apart, plus we pretty much know that wheel's bent." He said, No, change that tire. That's not safe." Thank God. Well, once we get it off, the tire was actually cut even on the tread. I mean, it's not tread, but the flat part of it. So, okay, Hall came down. Connor Hall came down on Matt, was under him, but it just seemed like a racing thing. Run out of room, Matt Grantham said. That makes sense. Anyway, so, all whatever. Got it changed, but he went back out. Didn't think he was going to do too great because he didn't look too good there in the opening laps after that. But I think he was just kind of, I wasn't listening, but I think he was kind of conserving because he knew that right front was already a scuff tire. So he waited, and there ended up being a few more cautions. I think he ended up coming up to about 7th-ish, I want to say. I could be off on that. I don't know. It was in the top 10. So, decent run, considering all that happened. All right, there was another one that, this was kind of the one that was talked about more. Riley Gentry and Connor Hall made contact. Connor Hall spun off of Riley Gentry. The way it happened, it was whatever. Okay, this is the thing. And this is what I even posted on somebody that was complaining about. Because Riley Gentry, we thought we were going to have another Mason Diaz. Riley Gentry pulls it up to the start-finish line. Climbs out the window. Was going to walk to the trailer. Left car.
Wow.
But I think he thought twice about it because somebody probably told us that, hey, they got to hook that thing up to the record. They ain't no telling
Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car.
So he ended up walking back to the car. Got in it. But there was a lot of people mad. A lot of people talking junk. Said he got crappy end of it because he shouldn't have been sent to the back. All right, this is what I'm going to tell everybody. If you have not watched races at Florence Motor Speedway since Steve Zacharias has taken over this track, their rule came from Myrtle Beach. If you are considered to be involved in causing the caution, you go to the back. That is what it is. And they are very, very, very consistent on that. I remember a few years ago, people were mad about it. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Matt Cox got together, run out of racing rooms, all it was. But they caused the caution. Well, guess what they had to do? The thing they probably wanted to do least, had to put Junior to the back. Look, sometimes, I don't agree, and I'll be the first one to tell you. Like last week, personally, Brandon Johnson was involved in a spin. He didn't spin. I felt like Brandon was down as far as he could go, and there was a truck that came across his nose. Did I agree with it that he got put to the back? Not necessarily, but they were consistent on it. They were consistent that if you were involved in causing a caution, you go to the tail. So I can't be mad at that. I will never be mad at that as long as they are consistent, and they always have been. Brian Voss does a great job up there in the tower, in my opinion, and it is a tough job, but if it's consistent, I'm not mad at it. So, but there was even a race team handout that was given to every team that come in. It was also put on social media, and in that it stated that exact thing. If you were involved in causing a caution, you went to the rear. I don't understand how people can be mad. They will
because it's their driver, probably.
That's all it is. And they're sitting there saying they're playing favorites. So nobody's playing favorites. Not at all. Not at all. Can't say they were. That was enforcing the rules. That's all it was enforcing the rules.
Exactly. Exactly. And like you said, we want consistency. We want consistency.
Yes.
If y'all complaining about that, come to the dirt side. Go watch Sonoya last week. There you go.
Yeah. Well, he didn't start to spin. He kept rolling. No, he didn't. JD came to complete stop. He got hit. He got hit in that lap car. He came to complete stop. He should have gone to the back. Exactly.
And I love JD.
Me too. But should have gone to the back. But I don't know. So, I mean, there's so many people. And it stinks because I don't know how many people follow the Florence Motor Speedway page. I have no clue. I've never really looked at it. But I imagine it's probably 100,000 people, maybe more than that, maybe well more than that. I don't know. But you get 20 of those 100,000 or whatever it is saying stupid stuff like that. And, only human, you look at it and it's like, man, why are people being like that? You get kind of down about it if you're probably a track owner or, anything like that. Like, man, don't listen to people. Just cut them off. Turn off notifications.
Exactly. Or just sit back and just laugh at these idiots.
Because I promise you, yes, you have some casual race fans that have no clue what's going on, but the majority of the people, they understand it. They get it. It may not always be what they want to happen, but they get it.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, you could, like it's Dave. You got people out there don't have a clue, bro. They don't have a clue what they're going on, man.
Zero. So,
wow.
All right, what I did have to talk about, we said there was a situation, and I've got to defend him. And fortunately, I was able to have his crew chief on the live after the race the other night. I pulled him in there. Our buddy Zach Miracle, dude, he went from the front to the back, come back up through the field, had to go to the back again, come back up through the field, had to go to the back again. He kept on, man. He kept on trucking. And by the time, late in the race, he had made it up to fourth from going to the back a few times. Made it up to fourth. Greg Peterson kept adjusting on the car all through the night every time they come in and got it. It looked rough from getting caught up in I don't know how many things, getting spun, everything else. Greg Peterson kept adjusting on it. Got him up to fourth. Well, restart happened, and to the naked eye, it looked like he missed a shift. And piled up the outside line. It wasn't as bad as last week. There was 2 or 3 cars got collected up in it. But when it happened, Zach fired his car back up, came around, drove it in the pits, parked it. I was like, man, he's upset about it happening or something. No, Greg was over there looking at it, trying to figure it out. So finally, I went down there, like I said, after the race, asked Greg, because I knew Greg would know what went on. And he would tell me he just missed shift if that happened. That's not what happened. When he hit the gas, it snapped the left rear axle.
Oh, broke the rear end.
Yep. Broke the axle and had no drive. Or it was spinning on the right rear tires, all it was doing. So, anybody wondering, that is what happened. Zach Miracle broke a left rear axle. It was not, because I promise you, I ain't saying it couldn't happen to any of us, because dude, I tell you, every one of us has missed a shift at some point in time. Now, 2 in a row we probably have not done, but any of us drivers have missed a shift at some point in time. But Zach Miracle is not one that I would think would have just missed a random shift. So I was like, something probably happened there. This dude's won too many races at Florence and everything else. So, hate it for him. Hate it because, man, he had I think he had a fast car. Could have easily finished top 3, I believe.
So, how many laps ago was it?
What was that?
How many laps ago was it when he pulled in with the broke axle?
20 to 30, somewhere in there.
Oh, man, yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Out of a 250 lap race. So, one of them things. But like I said, ended up coming down to it. Caden Quapple outdueled. No, he didn't outduel. He outran his brother Carson Quapple. They finished 1-2 in it. Cade Brown ended up actually in that 98 car that caused all the trouble last week. Cade Brown ended up coming home in third in that one. Different driver.
How about my buddy Brown, the other Brown?
Carson, I think he ended up coming in early. I think something happened. Car all of a sudden fell off. I think something happened to it. He got caught up in some stuff, but I think something happened to it because it fell off bad. And then I think he ended up coming in. I know he wasn't too great. So, but he's proven he knows how to drive on his asphalt stuff. He, like I said, set it on pole. Can't ask for much more than that. First time at the track.
Well, how many time you said 40, 45?
I believe it was 45, somewhere right around there.
That's at a 45. Way to go, Carson Brown.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely got some car control. I mean, he's good in it. So, anyway, congratulations to Caden Quapple and his bunch and the Junior Motorsports bunch there in the number 8 car.
Hey, how old is Travis Quapple and have 2 sons racing right now?
Travis Travis probably close to 50. I don't know exactly.
I
I
didn't think
he
he
was
was
the other
that.
night. He was there. I spoke to him.
You can walk. You can walk right. You can walk right to Travis Crawford and know what he looks like and all that. See, I couldn't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't. I couldn't do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
I've seen him at the
okay.
track for years, so
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, I can't. I can't do that.
I
Not on y'all side. I mean, I could do that. You know.
fix to say there's some on your side that I'd be like, who's that?
Oh man. Oh,
in the car and put a
I'll
helmet
tell you
on.
about
I know
that
who you
later
are
on,
then.
man. Oh my God, bro. It kind of gets on my nerves, but I'll talk to you about that off the air.
Fun. So anyway, that's all we had there. But before we go any farther, let's go ahead and get a word from our sponsors.
Are you ready to unleash the true potential of your ride? Tired of feeling held back? It's time to experience the Pro Fabrication difference. At Pro Fabrication, we don't just build headers and exhaust. We engineer performance. Crafted with precision from high-grade materials, our systems are designed for one thing: maximum power. Feel the instant increase in horsepower and torque. Hear the deep, aggressive rumble that turns heads. Our expertly designed headers optimize exhaust flow, while our performance exhaust systems deliver that signature sound that you crave. But it's not just about power and sound. Pro Fabrication means durability you can trust. Built to withstand the toughest conditions, our headers and exhaust are an investment in long-lasting performance. Whether you're hitting the track, conquering the trails, or just cruising the streets, Pro Fabrication gives you the edge. Experience smoother acceleration, improved field efficiency, and that unmistakable feeling of pure driving exhilaration. Don't settle for less. Upgrade to Pro Fabrication headers and exhaust today. Pro Fabrication headers and exhaust. Quality that wins. Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Tired of leaving performance on the table? Ready to dominate the track? For decades, Earl Ramey Racing Engines has been the secret weapon of champions. We don't just build engines. We craft precision, engineered powerhouses designed for one thing: victory. From meticulous machining to expert assembly, every Earl Ramey engine is built with uncompromising quality and a passion for speed. We understand the demands of racing, and we deliver the reliability and raw power you need to cross the finish line first. Whether you're tearing up the asphalt or conquering the dirt, Earl Ramey Racing Engines provides the competitive edge you've been searching for. Don't just race, conquer. Contact Earl Ramey Racing Engines today and let us build your winning machine. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here.
Go check out our friends over at Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. They got you covered from head to toe and all your loved ones for everything they want for Christmas. Got their layaway open right now. I imagine going to have some big Black Friday sales coming up this week, or probably sales from now to Christmas. Go check out our good friends at Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina, right by the flea market. Also, Fresh Chef. If you're in the Ray City area of North Carolina, everybody go check out Fresh Chef Daily Food and Drink Special. Some of the best food that you'll ever have, for sure. Also, if you're wanting to get into this racing game, you got to have a great marketing partner. go check out our friends at MPM Marketing, www.marketwithmpm.com. Go check out Tanya over there. She will get you on the path to going fast in this racing world. Go check her out, MPM Marketing. All right. We got some news to talk about in the NASCAR legal world that is getting nasty. It is getting nasty over there.
All right.
And I am literally just reading this, what little bit, seeing what everybody else is seeing on social media. In NASCAR, obviously, Steve Phelps and Brian Herbst, there's some texts that have come out between the two of them that have they were talking about Richard Childress. Richard Childress has been a name in this sport obviously since the 60s, 70s, whenever Richard started himself. And man, this, I'm going to say, from probably the court of public opinion, just the look, probably makes a lot of people feel like NASCAR has lost a lot of touch with their fan base, for sure. But anyway, Steve Phelps basically said that Richard Childress needed to be taken out back and flogged, he said. That he was nothing but a stupid redneck, and had some other choice words to say about him. I think some other stuff has come up about Denny Hamlin, even all this other stuff. But I will say, you know, Richard Childress was not involved in this lawsuit or anything. But with this coming out, this is a statement that Richard Childress Racing put out today. It said, and I'm just reading it verbatim, RCR and Richard Childress are deeply disappointed by the insensitive and defamatory statements made about Mr. Childress in recently surfaced text messages between NASCAR executive Steve Phelps and Brian Herbst. These comments reflect the way certain NASCAR executives have historically viewed and treated many team owners like Mr. Childress, who have devoted their lives to strengthening the sport for its fans, its sponsors, and all who compete in it. RCR and Richard Childress are equally disappointed for the NASCAR fans with whom Mr. Childress closely identifies, given his humble and hardworking background. Mr. Childress and the organization will issue no further statements regarding these or other defamatory text messages that have recently surfaced, as legal action is being contemplated and discussed with our legal counsel.
Wow. Wow.
Also, I saw in there in that text, it said, I'm not going to probably say it exactly right, but basically he said Richard Childress owed everything he had to NASCAR because NASCAR made him. I do not agree with that statement whatsoever. Yes, NASCAR was a sanctioning body that was there. NASCAR would be nothing without the people who have raced in it for years, though. Yes, sir.
Boy. Man, you don't want me to start, do you? You don't want me to start, do you, bro?
Might as well. Whatever.
Do you really want me to start with this, bro?
I'll let you go with it.
It won for Bobby Allison, Cale Yarborough, Richard Petty, Richard Childress, Dale Earnhardt, David Pearson, Bobby Isaac, Dave Marcus. NASCAR wouldn't be nothing.
You're right.
Okay, the pioneers of NASCAR, bro. Oh my God, I cannot believe. Okay, go back to what you were saying with the Richard Childress statement. The very last sentence. So are they talking about taking legal action against NASCAR now for the defamatory comments?
They are looking at it. So they are contemplating it.
Yes. Take them everything they got. Yes. Bankrupt. Hell yeah. All for it.
Well, man, I don't know. Do the remarks need to be dealt with and, whatever else? 100%. 100%.
Absolutely. Let it be held accountable for one time. For one time, Dave, let's let NASCAR be held accountable for something.
I agree. They need to be held accountable. 100%. Need to be held accountable. Now, what stinks about it is, everybody's like, I hope they go in there. And like you said, bankrupt them. I mean, there's a lot of people who have that mindset. What's it going to do to the sport we love, though?
They did it to themselves, Dave.
I'm not disagreeing, but I want to watch. Yes, I love dirt racing too. Don't get me wrong. I love local Saturday night racing probably more than anything, regardless of it be dirt or asphalt. That's what I love. But I still love coming home and watching the NASCAR race on Sunday.
Dave, I'll go back to those text messages. What they said about SRX, NASCAR was really concerned about SRX, Dave.
Now, to me, that was probably one of the dumbest parts of it. They were really, basically, we need to squash this series. Why? That series was doing nothing but helping NASCAR. And that's why I don't understand. They can't see that. They were doing nothing. They started running on I think it was Thursday nights, close to a track that NASCAR was running at that weekend. Bringing in NASCAR drivers for the sole purpose of bringing in more fans to racing and to maybe get closer to that driver and see it at a short track instead of having, to go whatever. I mean, that made no sense to me. Did Tony Stewart scare him that much? I mean,
but
now after reading that, I really can't believe. I guess he had so much going on and everything, but after reading that, I really couldn't believe Tony Stewart just gave up on it. Because he's always been one like, I'm gonna push back.
But he did. I guess he didn't know. Nobody knew that SRX was such a threat. Let me tell you something, Dave. I stood the bullies in school, and I'll stand up. I'll stand down to NASCAR. I do not like bullies. I will stand down to a bully, and NASCAR ain't nothing but a bully. That's all they are. The neighborhood schoolyard bully, and I'll stand up to them. Screw them. How about that?
There you go.
I can't remember the last time I watched a NASCAR race from flag to flag, Dave. Couldn't tell you. It's been 10 years.
I hear you.
Been 10 years.
I hear you. But, I mean, it just stinks because, let's say...
Hey, man, look. They did it to themselves, brother.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying the situation stinks because I'm going to use my nephew as an example. He never a race fan. Was never a race fan. Whatever. His buddy invited him to a NASCAR race. That was just the only race that they really knew about. Never knew anything about it, never knew a single person. Well, now he's into racing because of a NASCAR race. And right now, I mean, if he would have been, I mean, dude, I'm going to tell you, I ended up talking to him. He was one of the most excited people this past weekend that he knew got to meet Chad Canals and stuff like that because he didn't even watch NASCAR while Jimmy Johnson was racing.
Oh, wow.
But he is a huge, I say, wow, Jimmy Johnson still gets in a car every once in a while, but not on a consistent basis. But he is he's like, Jimmy Johnson's my favorite of all time now. He's watched YouTube videos.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Can you say that? The man is a 7-time
Oh, the
champion.
joke, Dave. The joke.
I know.
And I will say, Jimmy Johnson, the only driver I know that can put me to sleep talking. I swear to God.
I can name a few more.
Really? Give me one more. Who's worse than Jimmy Johnson? Oh, my God.
Well, it's funny because now his favorite now that is driving is Chase Elliott. And I'm going to tell you,
Okay, he's another
probably
one.
that guy.
He's another one. Ryan Blaney.
Well, no, Ryan is different. I've actually, dude. If you watch a at track interview with Ryan Blaney, yes, one of the most boring people you'll ever hear talk. You get him away from the track, like when he had his podcast. It was great. It was great.
I didn't know he had a.
Yeah,
I didn't know he had a
a
podcast.
podcast for a few years called Glass Case of Emotion, and he was great. And actually, he come over to when they were at Darlington one weekend. Him and Mamba Smith come over to Florence Motor Speedway and hung out. We were racing a legend car, and they come out there because I've known Mamba for a little while, and he come over there and hung out with us for a while. And I mean, cool as I don't know what. But on a at track interview, that's how much these sponsors and stuff got them so tied down. It's insane. They can't be who they gonna be. So, but anyway, I digress. I don't know. It's getting sticky. The trial starts late next week.
He right in, Dave. I was pulling for. I told you this. I was pulling for NASCAR. Now I hope they lose every dime they got.
The texts do not look good, but I will say, even in that, Curtis Polk, who is, Michael Jordan's right-hand man, and has a ownership role in 23XI or 2311. He had they brought out some of his texts too, and he actually had some not so nice things to say about Denny Hamlin, who is, one of his co-owners in that, and he represents. So, I mean, it's all sides are kind of not great things, but I will say, talking outside and talking about somebody else, yes, Steve Phelps looked the absolute worst. Steve Phelps looked horrible in the stuff that he said. He's not old school NASCAR at all. I'm gonna tell you, he is the leadership they have in there now. I do not believe is what Bill France envisioned for his series.
What about Brian? What's Brian? Oh my bro,
Brian's got some kind of, I don't know, some kind of firm up in Charlotte now is all he's doing. I think he still does.
That's when NASCAR really started going down. When Brian took over, Dave, that's for sure. It was going downhill then.
For sure. And Jim France is there now, which was Bill Jr.'s brother, I think it was. He's not really in it that much. So, I don't know. It's wild. It's something.
Boy, it'll take on poor SRX, man. That really that grinded my gear. That boiled my blood, bro.
I kind of feel like this trial coming up, I don't feel like it's gonna last that long. I feel like
really,
I feel like it's gonna be one of them deals. It's gonna be
open shut,
kind of quick. Well, because they tried to settle.
NASCAR did?
Yeah. NASCAR wanted to settle before trial. And basically the teams come to them with the stuff that they wanted, and they agreed on a good bit of stuff, but there were still a couple things they couldn't agree with them, so the judge would not sign off on them settling. So, I don't know. I feel like judge basically going to look at those few things like, all right, y'all already agreed on this. Pull whatever evidence for that other stuff. And I feel like it's going to be fairly sure. I feel like it will be done. Maybe I'm wrong. And I don't know enough about all the court stuff, but I feel like it'll be done before Daytona 500. They want it to be.
And they go to court. When does it start, Dave?
Starts next week.
Next week. So you got February, you got the month of December. Got 2 months? Got 2 months.
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah, I feel quite positive it'll be done before Daytona.
Well, answer me this, Dave. Answer me this: is this more about politics than it is money with Jordan and 23 whatever? Is this more about politics?
No, it's. I think from what I gather, I could be wrong on it, but it seems like what I hear, the biggest thing that they want in this is basically in this charter system that they started. NASCAR, the way they worded everything, and the way, or just. It was no guarantee on it. There's no guarantee on the charters. That's the problem. Is like, NASCAR can come up tomorrow, if it wasn't for this trial going on, they could come up tomorrow and say, hey, we're doing away with the charter system. And I'm trying to remember who it was. Spire, and it came out, all the prices for all the charters that have sold. Spire Motorsports bought charter from Live Fast for $40 million. And when you got that kind of money going around, you can't just say, well, there's no guarantee on it. And so basically they want if they're going to spend that kind of money on a charter, they want it guaranteed that it's not going anywhere. And I can't blame them on that.
No.
I mean, you're not playing the stock market there. I mean, you're buying. Yeah, technically, no, there's nothing physical there that you're buying, but basically, you're buying a race team. Essentially, when you're buying a charter, you're buying a spot, and you're buying a guarantee. I mean, that's all you're really getting. So, if you can't give that guarantee, then you're not giving anything.
So $40 million, Dave, on a 36 race calendar. That's over $1 million a race, Dave. I don't think the purse is $1 million a race. Is it to win, Dave? Is that how that goes?
Oh yeah, it's up there now. That came out too because they're not showing the purse anymore. But that's
they used to. Yeah, how much is the win? Let's just say a regular race.
I can send it all to you.
What's a dump?
It don't make a whole lot of sense to me, but I can send it all to you. How it all breaks down. But being a chartered car, you get a whole lot more money than you get being a non-chartered car. I mean, a whole lot more.
Wow. Did not know that.
Yeah, a whole lot more. Because you get a big portion of the TV stuff. So,
what's up? Give me a dump. New Hampshire. How much is the win New Hampshire, Dave?
It's kind of the same. Let's see if I can find it.
Okay.
I'll see. But there was a breakdown that came out. Let's see. I know Bob Pockers had it. Bob Pockers has always got everything. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me though. There's probably a whole lot of people smarter than me. Let's see. But anyway, I just while I'm looking it up, I kind of understand, how you can want a guarantee for your money.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Absolutely. Especially in the cutthroat business like that, bro. Absolutely. Where does Spire get that kind of money at to pay $40 million for a charter? I can't figure that point out.
Spire's got plenty.
Wow.
Spire, the way they started out was basically they were an entertainment group. And all right, I'm going to put it this way. There was a breakdown. I'll have to find it and send it to you because I know it's on X. But anyway.
It is on that. I'll find it if it's on X. I'll find that.
I'm going to tell you Daytona 500 real quick because that was just the first thing that come up. The entire purse for Daytona 500, let's see, purse for Daytona weekend, 500 purse, includes duels and includes all payouts, all position, plus charter payouts in Cup.
Can I guess?
Go for it.
Can I guess? Total purse, everything, the whole weekend? The whole week or whatever?
Just for Cup. Just for Cup.
Just for Cup. $12 million.
30. $30,331,250. It's an entire purse. Xfinity. Now this is where it makes no sense to me. If Cup was that much, how much do you think the Xfinity purse was?
Oh God, be a third. 8 to 10 million.
$3,762,952. So
Arca got to be like $500,000, right?
was that?
I said Arca got to be $500,000, right?
Shoot, they were all just paying the race.
Oh my God. You go from I knew it'd be a drop off, but I didn't realize it'd be that big. You went from 30 to 5, bro. 30 to 3.
Now, you want me to tell you something really funny?
That's unbelievable.
You want me to tell you something really funny? In Atlanta, because it's just come up. In Atlanta of 2022. So 3 years
2022, okay.
Atlanta, what'd you think the Cup purse was?
Atlanta. Was it second, third race of the year? 18 million.
$7,034,869. Now that was in 2022. It's going up now. But yes, your assessment is correct. What you're paying for it now, there have been charters since Live Fast sold that to Spire for 40. There have been charters since that sold for less, so they're not necessarily steadily appreciating. I think 2311 bought one for like 28, 29 million, somewhere in there since then. But regardless, when they're buying these charters, they're not buying it for a 1-year deal. Now, what you get off of that's just your payout. I mean, there's payout there, but you're guaranteeing, with a charter, you're also guaranteeing a sponsor that they're going to be in a race, in every race.
Okay.
So you can, that's big to sell there.
Okay.
But like I said, NASCAR's holding the cards, saying, could come up over the offseason and say, we don't like charter deal no more. We're doing away with it. As it's written now, they could do that.
And the lawsuit be dropped, or will it still go through?
No. I'm just saying that is what they're going. That's kind of one thing in the lawsuit is they want to guarantee that they can't do that.
Okay. Oh God, don't scare me like that, bro. I want them to lose their shirt, bro. I'm sorry, Dave. I apologize to you. I know how much you loved it. I do. I get it. I want them to lose everything they got, bro. I want them to start selling on racetracks. They so needed money.
Yeah, but I hope Darlington ain't one of them because they own it.
Atlanta,
no,
Darlington, Bristol.
They don't own Atlanta. They don't.
Oh, that's Bruton Smith. My bad. That's my bad.
Marcus
okay.
Now.
Talladega. Darlington, Talladega,
Daytona.
And Daytona. Is New Hampshire one?
No. Speedway's got New Hampshire now, I think.
Okay.
Pocono.
Right. Pocono. Kansas?
I can't remember Kansas. Maybe. I can't remember.
Texas is Bruton. Bristol's Bruton. Charlotte's Bruton. Atlanta's Bruton. What is Martinsville?
That's NASCAR.
What about Richmond?
That's NASCAR.
Watkins Glen.
I don't know.
NASCAR.
Watkins Glen. Is that NASCAR that actually owns it? I know they use it. Or is that a New York deal?
Might be New York deal. Sonoma was Bruton Smith.
Still is.
Oh, still is?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dave. I just want them, bro. I can't stand a bully. I'll back down from a bully. I'll talk crap to a bully, and I'll make a bully feel this doggone big. And that's NASCAR.
Oh well.
Yep.
Well, anyway, so everybody be watching. There's a lot to come there for sure. So what you got on your side, sir? I done talked a lot tonight. Got anything?
Yes, you have. They've been great. There's a little race going. We are 10 days away, Dave, from a little race called Gateway.
That is right.
The first load of dirt got dumped on the floor today, baby. Let's go.
That's crazy that whole track can be put together that fast, ain't it?
Unbelievable. Ain't unbelievable how they can just come in there, put the fence up, put the dirt down. It's unreal. It's a work of art, is what it is.
Real quick, Brian.
I wish they would do like a what was that, time lapse video? That'd be awesome to see.
Real quick, Brian Blackwell looked it up for us. NASCAR does own Watkins Glen.
Okay.
I
hope they lose. I hope they got to sell it.
Dang.
Hey, my boy, our boy, Trey Mills going to the World of Outlaws in 26.
That's big. That's big for him.
Yeah.
Real big for him. That's
big step.
Cool to watch it.
Great step.
Yeah, it is. That's. I feel like. I really feel like he's one that. Still young, obviously. He's got a long way to go, but I think he's got the head on his shoulders and the drive in him to do it.
What a great family. What a great team they are, man. God, they are awesome.
For sure.
Awesome. That's all I got, Dave. Well, there's rumor mill going around today about a crew chief and a driver to be named to another team. So.
All right, I'm on say something because this was happening on well, I know what's going on Facebook. Obviously there's been some paint schemes come out. There was a number 13. Look like a well, I guess it ain't gonna be a silver bullet. What we gonna call that? The chrome. I don't know. I saw Michelob Ultra, I think, on it.
Yeah.
One of the number 13, and then the 76 had Budweiser on it. So we had the beer battle at the Dome.
Yeah. Awesome. All
right. I'm just going to ask you if you know anything. You ain't got to say yes, no. You just, whatever. There was a lot of questions on the Book of Faces about Brandon Overton and his merchandise. People couldn't find it on his name or anything on the Riggs website. Just asking.
Dave, the Overton merch trailer was not even at the World Finals.
Was not at the World Finals.
Overton's merch was not even at the Longhorn merch trailer. Interesting.
As the world turns.
But I can't say this. I talked to the writer. Talked to writer at Sumter. Clash race, Sumter. How long ago was that? Last month? September?
Yeah, yes.
September. Right, they were gonna do the same deal they did last year. Well, this year still in this year. I'm gonna run Lucas and everything, but yeah, no changes as far as that's concerned.
I got you. Well,
but stay tuned.
I imagine a lot of things are gonna be whatever dominoes there are to fall in any of the cases. I imagine all of a sudden after the Dome is done, we'll hear a lot about a lot of dominoes there.
I think this one. I think one just fell.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I
Ting,
think one
ting,
domino
ting,
just
ting,
fell.
ting, ting, ting.
Oh, I hear. Oh, yeah, I hear. Yeah, I hear more now. Yep. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Check out
But that's
check out Racing Jason on X for all the eyeballs and his egotistical self.
yeah, exactly, man. I am so into myself, bro. I am so stuck up. I really am, bro. God, I am. Wow. Sorry. That's the way I am. It's called me NASCAR.
Yeah. Anyway, what else
Did
we
I
got?
do that? Did I do that? Did I do that?
Yeah, you did that. What else we got, sir?
Big crate race going on Swainsboro this weekend for 10,000 2-day show. The Turkey 100. Overton won this race last year.
Yep.
Sure did. Yeah.
Also,
But that's
there's another race this weekend. It's the last one for somewhere. Fayetteville's racing this weekend.
oh, Dave. Okay, Dave. I got breaking news for you, buddy.
Uh-oh, we got breaking news.
Yep. Tell me what you think about this. This got sent to me about 10 minutes ago while we were talking about NASCAR and stuff.
All
right, Dave.
break it down.
With the forecast showing below freezing temperatures Friday night and a high of only 48 on Saturday, we are canceling this weekend's November 29th final race. It will not be made up. This means the season is over. We know the rumor mill is going strong. However, we have been told more than once by the property owner that this was the final season of racing at the track as he moves forward with selling the property. We would like to thank those who have been kind enough, drivers, teams, fans alike, have been with us since we took over in 2020. We appreciate that. We wish you many years of great racing at the other track. And special thanks goes out to our staff. We feel truly lucky to have such a wonderful staff. We are planning a trophy ceremony for champions, like a banquet type of deal. So, yeah, Dave, looks like Fayetteville might be coming to complete end now.
Never mind. I was wrong. My bad. I was right up to about 10 minutes ago, apparently.
So there you go. So let's be it for Fayetteville then. According to Sniper, it'll change next week.
My thing is, have we ever just heard? I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's 40 degrees. It's no end of November. We get that. But have we ever just not heard of day racing? Trust me, 40 degrees is cool, or in the 40s, close to 50, it's going to be. It's bearable in the sunlight. Race during the day. Get a racing in.
How about this right here, Dave? How about hashtag bring back Dryden Winter Series? How about that?
Yes, exactly. They raced that. It was cold. We knew what we were going to.
Yep.
Trust me.
It was good racing. I enjoyed it.
I've been to Volusia before, and it be in the 40s at night. In Volusia. So?
World Finals the first week in November, Dave.
Oh,
Except
my
for this
God.
year, I was in a T-shirt.
It was nice this
Bruh,
year.
I was so cold. 3 layers plus my mask, Dave. I was chilled to the bone, cuz. I mean, I was talking about cold.
Dude, I'm going to tell
But
you.
that's what you're there for, right? Like you said. That's what you signed up for.
South Carolina 400 last year, I was wanting to carry around a heater wherever I went. We were freezing. South Carolina 400 this year, I was literally in shorts and a T-shirt.
Unbelievable. I seen your damn, what I comment? Oh, when you texted me that picture, your foot thongs. Your thong covers.
You like that, didn't you?
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was a good pick, by the way. That was a good picture.
Always.
But that's all I got, Dave.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, this has gone a lot longer than I thought it would. We had a lot to talk about with Florence this past weekend. A lot to... Uh-oh. What happened?
It's 10 minutes to 9. I had no idea.
Yeah, I know.
I had no idea.
Me neither.
Oh, well.
Ton to talk about. So, y'all got another show tomorrow night, Ripping the Lip on X.
I think we're going to have 2 more days and wind it down for a Wild West shootout.
I got you. We'll probably, I know I said last week this might be our last one, but we'll probably do one more next week. I think me and you talked about earlier today, because at least one more, depending on what we got to talk about coming back from the Dome. May just let y'all do that on Ripping the Lip. Just depends. We may end up with we have had the Dome winner on here before, so you know. We had Tyler Carpenter on here after he won. Let's see what.
Let's hope he wins. Let's do it again.
I'd love for him to win. I text him every year when it comes up Dome. I'm like, dude, you better win. I want you back.
All right, let's have him back on. Hope he wins. Let's have him back on. Let's get any winner on here. All right, any winner. Well, we do have. Yeah. I know we got a champion from this year. It's supposed to be on next week if everything goes right. And the one I texted you earlier today. Oh, I didn't know he won the championship. I did not know that.
Yes, won the championship.
Oh,
so
all right, the dark horse, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, so he'll be on here next weekend if everything goes, or next Monday if everything goes right.
Guess what shirt I'm wearing?
Yeah. We got to talk about. We haven't previewed it all, but the Thanksgiving Classic this week coming up at Southern National there in Lucama, North Carolina. Guess what? They're racing. That's farther north than Fayetteville. They're racing. They're not going to stop.
Wow. Nope. Wow.
And that is a who's who of asphalt late model racing coming to that one as well. We got Lee Pulliam driving a junior motorsports car. Yeah.
How about our boy McCaskill?
Normally he runs that race. He likes to run that race.
Is Bradley? I asked you this earlier
Bradley's
this year. I think
Bradley's deep.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Okay. How about? Man, I wish I knew that. I wish I knew that now. I mean, then.
Real quick.
That was a cool dude.
Robert Struber says, saw a lot of track bashing on a couple of sites. Warranted or keyboard warriors? We talked about that a little bit earlier, Robert. Keyboard warriors. Most of it is absolute stupidity. He said, just my opinion, didn't see any decisions out of line. The 400, or did y'all already get into that? Wife's had me busy. I hear you there, brother. Just to recap it real quick. No, we did not see anything out of line. Actually, I agree with everything they've done pretty much. They were very consistent of what they've done all year long. These are mostly casual, and I use that very lightly, casual fans. They're the ones that show up for a big race or two that they actually hear about and don't know the rules, and so they want to bash when they don't even know the rules. So,
right, wait. Quick question: How was the crowd? How was the crowd at Florence Saturday, bro?
Man,
I didn't ask you that.
One thing, and I probably should have brought it up earlier. I was not happy about it. I don't know why. They were about in the pits. It was full. It was full in the pits, which is good. In the stands, it was probably somewhere between half and 2/3 full.
Between half and 2/3. Okay, I'll take that. That's not bad for this time of year. Okay, man, I'll take that.
It has overpacked out the last 2-3 years.
Well, because that one certain driver comes
and that's exactly
there,
what it is. It is the junior effect. I mean, it's what you get. But I know I'm getting back into it. Whatever. That was one of the stupid comments we heard, Robert, that I saw. Well, they should have had Junior there. You can't just have Junior there. I mean, Junior chose not to be there. Not the Florence Motor Speedway, I promise you. Like, duh.
There's something to track if he races or not. Don't you know that, Dave? It ain't nothing junior for you races. Nothing to tracks, bro.
Don't forget, Junior. I want Jimmy Johnson to come race. That's what I want. We should have Jimmy Johnson there. Why don't we have Jimmy Johnson racing? I mean, that's up to track, right?
Oh yeah, absolute.
Yeah,
absolute.
Makes perfect sense.
Invitation only, Dave.
Makes perfect sense. Jesus. Did I say it last week?
I want Chase Elliott. I want Chase Elliott there. How about that, bro?
Let's get Chase Elliott there.
Okay. All right, Florence Motor Speedway.
What a lot of people don't realize is a lot of weekends, whenever there's not anything else going on, guess who's there a lot of times? Kyle Busch.
Chase Elliott.
Kyle Busch comes there a good bit. Him and Braxton come race whenever they're able to come race. They come race Legend Car down there. Keelan Harvick's there a lot. Kevin Harvick's in the pits. Kevin Harvick raced there this year. I mean, it's just like, I don't know what y'all want. I don't know. I know what they want, but they're stupid about the way they go about it. Maybe I'll get some hate on that.
They want a perfect world, Dave. They want a perfect world. The water's wet and.
Well, guess who you had?
Look here, bro.
You had Chad
Dave. You could put
working on a race car.
Dave. You could put a cup of water on the internet. Is that tap water? Is that Aquafina? Is that Dasani? Is that purified? Is it filtered? Come on, bro.
Sparkling.
Oh, is that Perrier?
Yeah. I don't know. So whatever.
You are so egotistical, Dave. You're such a crybaby.
Egotistical. Yep. My ego's bigger in this room.
Exactly. It is, Dave. It is. Your head is so big it barely fits my screen on my phone, Dave.
That's right. Oh, well, it's been fun. So
yes, it has.
Like
I got to tell you what, you got me riled up. I got to go smoke me a cigarette, bro. You got me riled up with this NASCAR thing. I'm serious. You got me riled up, but I got to go smoke me a cigarette.
Well, go look up some of it. You'll get more riled up.
Oh, my God, bro.
You need to go open a Facebook account so you can see some of the stuff. You've got a Facebook account. Can you still get in it?
No, somebody hacked my. I've had like 5 accounts, but the last one I had was, man, it had pictures of me and Dawn. I got hacked.
Well, I can see it. I can see it all. You want
pictures?
And
they made it out of that doggone restaurant up there in Hartsville, the Shot of Sugar or something like that. Have you seen that?
No, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, go to my page. The last one I had, the Shot of Sugar up there in Hartsville. Starting to post. I say, okay, well, I guess I got hacked by them. I don't know.
Oh, God.
But that's been like years ago since I looked, so yeah.
Oh, well. We'll start another one. You can see all this other stuff. People getting full arguments. It's wonderful. You don't get a word limit for this argument.
See, that's the thing about it too, Dave. I'm glad. That's why I love X, because I got this much. My attention span barely goes this much. Well, I get this much. If I go this much, bro.
That is the whole reason I have a check mark on X, just so if I ever want to post anything on there, I don't have a word limit.
I got a check mark, Dave. I got a word limit.
No, you don't. You can keep on going. It just puts more on the thing.
Huh?
Yeah. It has a word limit of what it shows. You can keep on typing. If you add a check mark, you can keep on typing, and it's just gonna put a thing on there where they have to click more to see the rest of it. Exactly.
I did not know that.
Exactly.
Dave, I did not. When they started that, I had no idea.
That's been in the last year or so.
Well, thank you, Elon. Dave, I swear to God, bro, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. No, you know the main reason why I have a check mark, Dave, because I get put like 5 or 6 videos up, my race recaps, which I really 26. The people told me I need to go back to them. And if I type something and I messed up, I can go back and edit it. That's why I love doing that too.
Yep.
That's main 2 reasons why I have a blue check mark. I had no idea I can.
Wow. And what a lot of people started And I did it because I don't know if a lot of people know, but getting in touch with some of these race car drivers is sometimes tough. And there's a thing now that if you have like a checked account, you can set it so you don't receive messages from anybody but other checked accounts. So, yeah, that's another reason. Anyway.
Did not know that.
Yeah, that's another thing. So.
Wow. Okay, that's two things I need to check in on. Dave, I got to put me a cigarette, bro. My nerves. You got me messed up, bro.
I didn't mean to. All right, everybody. Well, we appreciate y'all coming, hanging out with us again this week, talking a long time about all this stuff. Appreciate Jason as always, and I reckon we will talk to y'all next time.
Y'all be good. Have a good rest of the week. Later, Dave.